This is the Liberia Radio and Television Network, and we are in Darby Borough, Philadelphia. And today, as you know, it is election day for the mayor of Darby Borough County. Again, we're here covering this event, and stay with us because we will be bringing you very shortly interviews from those that are participating in it. And one of the contestants for the Democrat mayor for Darby Borough in Joar, Dahn, amongst others, will be with this network today doing a very short interview on the process there in Darby Borough. Again, this is the Liberia Radio and Television Network. If this is your first time being here, make sure you are following this network. And also make sure you are staying tuned because we have a very important coverage on the elections in Darby Borough today for mayor. So again, this is the Liberia Radio and Television Network. In a couple of minutes, if we can get in touch with our production company, we'll transition over to our interview with some of the participants, including the contestant for the mayor, the Democrat mayor for Darby Borough, in Mr. Joar Dahn. So again, guys, this is the Liberia Radio and Television Network. Good afternoon. Can you guys get my audio?
We can hear you. Well, I can hear
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Good afternoon, all of you watching us here in the US or around the US and in Liberia. This is the Liberia Radio and Television Network. We are in Darby Borough, bringing you a special coverage of Election Day for the mayor of Darby Borough. And we are privileged to have with us one of the contestants there, the candidate there, I'm sorry, Mr. Joar Dennis. So let me take this time right now to welcome Mr. Dahn, I'm sorry, Mr. Joar Dahn to the Liberia Regional Television Network. Mr. Dahn, welcome.
Derek, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you very much. It is our understanding that today is election day there in Darby, Borough. And again, if you will, I know you are well known in the community there, or you're not a stranger to LRTN as well. But if you could kind of just introduce us and take a minute, just introduce and tell us who you are, and we'll get into you telling us about the process there today, how you feel about it. But first of all, just introduce yourself to the network.
Sure. My name is Joar Dahn. I'm a lifelong Democrat, resident of Darby Borough for the last 20 plus years. I've been dedicated to my community in all aspects of its being. And I'm a young man that have been, fortunate enough to grow up in this community and seeing it at its best, but I've also been able to see it at its worst. And so I currently believe that these are one of the worst times in our community history. And I attribute that a lot to the leadership that we have. And so I was moved by the other stuff I've seen in other communities. The better leadership I've seen in other communities, and I knew that my community lacked that, and I believe that I'm currently in position. I'm poised enough to be able to rectify the issue here in our community, and so that's why I'm here today.
Thank you very much. And today is election day. We're seeing the flyers and the placards in the back saying vote Mr. Jordan, Mr. Jordan. If you would tell us how is the process there today?
I'm sorry.
If you can, just talk to us about the process there today. We're seeing in the back the flag,
Sure,
the placards
sure,
and the
sure,
flyers.
sure. Listen, it's been a pretty streamlined process. We've been out here since 6 a.m. Polls open at 7. I mean, the energy has just been welcoming. The people are excited. They are energized. They are ready for new leadership. And they've been coming out to vote. And they've been coming out to vote for us. So we're feeling good right now. It's been a very positive experience so far. And, we still have about probably 3.5 more hours to go. So there's still a lot of time left on this clock. I know a lot of people are getting off work around this time. So we expect a lot more people to be showing up in the next hour or two. But as it stands right now, we're very confident in our ground game. We're very confident in the work we've done over the past few months, and we're very confident in what we've seen at the polls today. Our volunteers are here. They're energized. They're excited. they are here because they want to be here, because they want a better community. For especially if you check all of these polling locations, you'll see majority of our volunteers are young people. It's usually said that young people don't get involved in the political process, which is clearly not true. Based on what we're doing here in Darby, this was a people power movement, and the young people have been at the very front line of this movement throughout this whole thing. And it's a testament to just the power of grassroots. And so we're very excited about what we've built, and we're very excited about the outcome that we know is gonna be a joyous occasion tonight.
Thank you very much. You already answered the question I was going to ask you, but I'm just going to like reiterate. I know you mentioned that you see that the community is ready for a new leadership, and I was going to ask you how's the turnout today, and how are you feeling given how many people are turning out that you are going to be or representing the
Sure.
community after the election today?
Sure. Our turnout hasn't been the best so far, but we, like I said, we're expecting a bigger turnout in the next hour or so. A lot of people now, this is a we're a community of working people. Our people go to work, so a lot of them have been at work. It's currently 4:28, so they get off around the 4:30, 5 o'clock time. So we should see an influx of people coming in the next 30 minutes to the next hour. So we're very excited about what's to come in the next hour. But as it stands right now, from what we've seen, we've been looking very good at the polls, and we're excited about what we've seen. And we're just excited about this journey in general. It's been a very long and tedious journey, but we're very, very excited about what we're seeing here today. And the energy here and what we're seeing today makes all of this worth it.
Thank you. And before I let go of you, I know you've already expressed your confidence in what the process, how you think the process going to turn out. But before I let go of you, let me just ask you this. I know at the end of this election, what if you are the guy to carry the community to in the next chapter? Oh,
Sure,
I know it's not election time anymore. What are your plans? Just to give us a summary. I know we've seen your flyers and what you have plans, but if you don't mind
sure.
just summarizing what the community can expect under your leadership if you emerge as winner of this election.
Sure. So, as being mayor of Darby Borough, the primary objective, the primary job, according to our charter, is oversight over the police department, right? So, obviously my biggest responsibility and what I want to champion is a better community police relationship. That's something that I've always been intrigued by as far as how we can improve that. So that's going to be one of the biggest thing we focus on, making sure we can improve our community and police relationship. Another big thing on my agenda is to make sure, that the people actually restore faith back in the government. A lot of people have lost faith in our local government for so many different reasons. There's been a plethora of reasons. Whether it's people on elected in elected positions, not upholding the standards that they were supposed to be holding, or just any other reasons. But simply put, the people have lost faith in our local government, and for me personally, I think once we fix that issue of people actually trusting in our government again, a lot of the other issues in our community would kind of just handle itself. The biggest issue is just to get our people to trust in us. And right now, as it stands, the community do not trust in our leadership. And it's evident by the low voter turnout that you see, the no participation in council meetings, people not showing up for community events. It's because the people are not they're not excited by what they're seeing. They're not excited for something that's not them. They can't relate to. So that's what we would hope to bring in the first year or so. We would definitely want to restore that trust back in our community, because, like I said, once you fix that trust, all the other stuff starts to fall back in line.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dahn, for speaking with us. Thank you very much for speaking with us. And before I conclude this, I'm just going to leave this in your court. If you have any final message, if not, we will wrap this interview up. But again, I will leave it in your court if you have any final message.
Sure, Derek. Thank you for having me to the LRTN network. Thank y'all for having me as well. Final message is just this, man. Our community is in dire need of new leadership. I'm ready. I am prepared. I've done the work, and I'm here. The community is here. The community is excited. They need a fresh perspective, and they've made that very clear. I mean, we are in perfect position. Like this was we're running a campaign against our incumbent mayor, who's also the chair of the Democratic Party. And the same committee, the Democratic committee, decided to host an open primary. If that doesn't tell you that the community is tired, that the people are ready for new leadership, for new change, nothing else will. Because all that signal to me is our people are tired. They want something new. They want to go a different direction. And right now it looks like I'm that direction. And so I'm excited about this. I'm up for the challenge. Anybody that's watching this, you know that you may not be able to vote for me because you don't live in Darby. That's okay. Call a friend. Call a family. Call somebody. We have another 3 hours, 3.5 hours until polls close. So if you're watching this right now, I urge you to phone somebody and tell them to come here either at Blessed Virgin Mary Catholic Church, Walnut Elementary School, or the Darby Recreational Center. Come here at whichever one of those polling locations you're assigned to vote. Come here and meet us, and we look forward to seeing you here.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much,
Thank you.
Mr. Dahn, and we will wish you all the best as this election process goes on. And
Thank
again,
you.
if you live in the Park of Derby, we as a network urging you to go out and vote, and you pick a candidate of your choice. But again, this is the Liberia Radio and Television Network, and my name is Derek Yale. Stay around. We will bring you more coverage on election days there in the Borough of Derby.